Welcome back to my channel. So I haven't been posting in a while just because guess I'm not used to this whole recording what I'm doing. And to be quite honest, it's felt very crowded in the plant and nail room. I have both lights going on. I have all my pepper plants that I've started, 2 flats of 32 there at the top. Here at the bottom, I have my tomatoes, some new seedlings, my citrus that I keep indoors in the winter. I have some other tropical plants I keep indoors in the winter. Just plants every which way you turn, careful not to step on something, making sure everything has light. Here you will see even on the floor, just because that's where, light still hits, light still keeping things alive, starting to feel messy. You clean up in one spot, then you move something around and there's stuff in the other spot. It just feels a little bit crowded. Some of these plants I normally don't start indoors, but I am very determined to helping out a person that I love dearly, a coworker of mine, starting all of her plants. So as crowded as I do feel, I am very happy, very excited to be doing this for her. You see some of these pepper plants are tiny next to fully grown tomato and other pepper plants. That's the other thing, as my husband and I fell in love with new seeds online. We would just order and start them when they came in. So we have things out of time sequence, out of order, different growing rates, losing space to put things. You see the sweet potato slips I'm trying to grow, which haven't grown there with my citrus. Also, this table or stand only fits just so much at a time. I can only get 2 trays in. I can't even get a third one. I have to get something a bit larger. Since we moved to this house, my larger one I kept in the garage for actual garage storage things, and I think that one would fit like 3 or 4 trays, and it just feels a bit small space for growing all the things. You can see right here, some things aren't doing very well. Like these beans, normally I just put them in the ground, but trying this snail roll thing for the first time, no, I did not record it. I do apologize. And only like my 2 runner bushes, not runner beans and not the bush beans, are the ones that have sprouted. At this point, I don't know if they will sprout or not. You see all the other ones got nothing. Here are these little grassy leaves. Guess what? Trying to grow corn for the first time. So that's going to be another fun thing, and figuring out, where to put everything outside once it's growing as well. But overall, I am very happy with everything. A lot of things are still looking very healthy. Oh, look, the okra over here doing great. My first time growing okra too. So it's just been a journey of new things, not a lot of space for filming and doing stuff and even just moving around. But as you see, today was the second day of spring, so we were gonna be starting to take some stuff outdoors to harden things off and just kind of get them used to the light, the wind, and getting everything ready for spring. It's starting to get pretty warm, which is exciting and nice, and there's other things that are already outside also, and things that need to be prepped and taken care of, like where am I gonna put this corn. Here you see there's a whole tray of zinnias. They are looking great, they're looking lovely. This is something I would just sprinkle a seed in the ground, but hey, we're starting them here, and hopefully when we take them out, they'll bounce well into the transition of indoors from outdoors. These are some in between pepper plants, not as young as the other ones, but not as old as the other ones, and some just didn't like. I just potted these last night. Seem to not be really liking the pot. Here is some other random herbs and extra things like parsley and oregano and mint and what is that? I forget. Oh, My favorite project here, I got accidentally some pelleted seeds for what I thought were micro doors. It's kind of like the size of the orange hat or Tom hat. I forget what it's called, the one from Baker Creek, the little yellow one. But no, these plants are huge. They're big, but they are starting to form fruit. And I haven't even had a chance to take them out. You gotta shake them every day, not just water them, shake them every day. And I've moved them throughout here so much, I don't even know where to put them anymore. Here I have some lavender and chamomile. This is my year of chamomile. I don't know. Every year that I've tried starting chamomile, it doesn't make it. It doesn't thrive. My basil is tiny because it just sprouted recently, but it should grow fast. And I will show you the chamomile that I had wintered outside in just a moment. But yeah, this small little room feels very crowded and haven't been filming. Here we go. Everything has been taken outdoors to start for a little bit at a time, you know. Here we have the beans. But here, the overwintered stuff right underneath. Oh, and my mint. Those 5 green trays right there is my mint. I have had these outside for a little bit. They were indoors. I was just running out of room, and I was like, you know what? We'll survive even with the light frost. The mint. Here you see all the squash and cucumber plants. These are the tomatoes that I had under my table with just a little bit of light hitting them. The table that I have here outside in the shade under the deck, it fits 4 by 2, so like 8 full trays total. Barely they barely fit, but I'm happy. You see the tomatoes here on the left, the peppers on the right and the back, some flowers in the front, and some of the herbs that I'm growing. I do have to have some things on the floor as well. Here you'll see some cardboard in the background. I want to put that to kind of make some beds, cover it to keep grass from growing in some areas. I do shred cardboard and use that as mulch as well, which you will see in a little bit. But the plants are doing all right. Of course, this is their first time trying to be in the elements. Here you will see, I have nowhere to put this little tray. 2 of those pepper plants look like they ain't not gonna make it. I had tried overwintering 18 pepper plants, but as you can see, this one in the corner, only 2 of them made it. Here we go. We have the citrus outside. Mostly this is going to be full sun. Everything else over there under the deck, not the deck or whatever, that porch, is that what that's called, is still going to be in the shade. This right now, some of them they're way past due from being outside. They need to be fertilized. Here's my pineapple plants, looking a little leaning but happy. So over here, these stayed outdoors all winter long, all year long. They're supposed to survive. These had survived a few years, but it looks like this was their year to die. This one looks like I can just cut back. It is coming back to life. It looks okay. Here it's my sweet mint, spearmint, something like that. 1 tray died. The other one looks like it's coming back just fine. I hope to put those 5 mints into something long like that. Here, I'm gonna have to take a little break and let you know what this is. So a coworker of mine offered me to go where she's at and pull out blackberry plants and raspberry plants. And I did just that. We went in, her and her husband, super sweet. They helped us pull them out, and they have cows and chickens and goats, and it was just such a fun time, a beautiful time, just spending some time. I'm very, very, very grateful. You know, I ended up with 10 sets or 10 circles, 10 blocks of blackberries, and 5 of raspberries. I have blueberries there in the back. It's like 3 plants. They may or may not make it. I have an apple. My peach plant died, but we have replaced it. My cherry tree died, but we replaced it. I have some plum. So I did get a pear as well. My beds here, I do have to prep them. There's some walking onions inside that I do want to pull out and maybe put some leeks in this one that I started from seed. You see, don't look at over here is ant pile growing out. There's lots of weeds everywhere. My grass hasn't come back, but lots of weeds have. The beds over here have garlic, mostly. Some do have walking onions here in the containers. I have maybe a few radish and carrots that overwintered and are gonna hopefully go to seed this year. If I can show you the containers, if I can get the camera right. Here, my saffron crocus bulbs, they kind of went to sleep. Here, I had, and every one that has one of these sticks, these green sticks in it, has also garlic, but compared to the beds, the garlic in here, a lot of it died. I am not sure if it was just way too wet in those or what's up. But now I know why last year my garlic harvest was really bad. It's because I put them all in the containers, and I guess there's something wrong with the containers of garlic. They're not meant to be. Here I have more walking onions, but my perennial oregano and sage. And I moved the catmint out here. I need to put more cardboard down to suffocate the grass and the weeds. And the end. Thanks for watching. That's what I've been up to. That's how the plants are going, and hopefully soon we'll get them out.